Greetings from South Korea. I am Arirang News AI anchor. Here is the news making headlines today. With the annual National College Entrance Exam, or Suneung, just one day away, test takers have received their official exam slips. These slips confirmed the subjects the student has selected and the specific test center where they will be taking the exam. Examinees are also being instructed on final test-taking procedures. Now that they have their test site locations, examinees are advised to visit their assigned centers to ensure they are familiar with the route for Thursday. According to the Ministry of Education, a total of 554,174 people have applied for this year's exam. This is an increase of over 31,500, or 6% from last year, and marks the highest number of applicants in 7 years. As for the job market here in South Korea, the country added 193,000 jobs in October on year, marking an increase for the 10th consecutive month. According to the Ministry of Data and Statistics on Wednesday, the total number of employed people stood at 29.04 million last month, driven by the health and social welfare services sector. Employment also grew in the arts, sports, and leisure-related services, and the wholesale and retail sector. However, key industries continue to show weakness, with employment in the manufacturing sector falling by 51,000, and the construction sector declining by 123,000. Also, the number of employed people aged 15 to 29 dipped by 1% on year, down 163,000 jobs. South Korea has co-sponsored a UN resolution condemning human rights violations in North Korea. The resolution will go through the third committee before being submitted to the UN General Assembly plenary session next month, where its final adoption will be decided. South Korea had been co-sponsoring the resolution between 2008 and 2018, but opted not to during the Moon Jae-in administration amid efforts to outreach Pyongyang, before co-sponsoring it again under the Yoon Suk-yeol administration in 2023. North Korea has strongly opposed the UN's resolutions on its human rights situation. Last year, Pyongyang's foreign ministry spokesperson called it a grave political provocation that violates the regime's sovereignty. In the United States, the U.S. Senate has approved a bipartisan compromise to end the longest government shutdown in U.S. history. The measure passed Monday night by a vote of 60-40, breaking a weeks-long political stalemate that left hundreds of thousands of federal workers without pay, disrupted food aid programs for millions, and caused widespread air traffic delays. The bill drew support from nearly all Senate Republicans and 8 Democrats, and now moves on to the Republican-controlled House of Representatives. If approved, it would then go to Trump's desk to be signed. A suicide bomber killed at least 12 people in Pakistan's capital on Tuesday, sharply raising regional tensions. The blast occurred outside a court complex in Islamabad around midday, wounding 27 others. Officials say the bomber tried to enter the building before detonating the device near a police vehicle. No group has claimed responsibility, but Islamabad says militants based in Afghanistan orchestrated the assault with support from India, charges that both countries deny. Pakistan's defense minister said the country is now in a state of war and vowed to respond if cross-border attacks continue. That is all from me today. Thank you for watching.